Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the midday update. I'm Laz. Very slow day here in the markets. Not to be totally unexpected after Friday's huge up move. A day of rest isn't all that surprising, especially as we go into a shortened holiday week. I'm sure a lot of traders are going to be heading for the hills come Wednesday, even earlier. So I expect, I expect a very slow, maybe sideways, range-bound, very choppy market over the next couple of sessions, possibly into this afternoon, into tomorrow. After that, we'll reassess and reevaluate. The path of least resistance, as I continue to say day in and day out, is day trading. Day trading right now, very nimble trades with calculated setups, really stuff that takes place more intraday on the virtual trading floor, is where opportunity lies. For those that have longer durations than intraday, it's probably not the best tape right now for you to be trading. Let's take a look here at the market. S&Ps, here's the spiders. Snapping back on Friday, that big gap up, little follow through early this morning into an area of resistance up here, also into the upper band of the Bollinger Band. So a couple of forces at work here that I suspect might keep the market in check in this range. Let's take a look at the hourly. You can see we started to leg higher early this morning. The ISM came out lower than expected, pushed the market right back down. Now the question is, does this set up for maybe another leg lower, or are we going to consolidate and possibly try to push those highs again? My gut tells me that we probably will go lower, maybe back to test that the gap from Friday, the lows of the gap. Maybe over the next day and a half we'll see that trade. I don't necessarily know you're going to see that this afternoon. A couple standout notables here. Apple, definitely one of them. Let's take a look at the daily here of Apple. Apple's been basing for the better part of 6 weeks. Back at the high end of the range today, in that 590, mark. You can see we tried to push out, tailing down a little bit today on the hourly. Really, it's where you have to look, because we have this huge gap up on Friday, and we have that continuation early this morning. This is a chart that needs time to reset back up. We've had a big move in a relatively short amount of time, and I think a lot of the traders in Apple probably being a little more nimble here, as you have multiple areas here. You can see again flat resistance as well as trendline resistance. So keeping an eye on that Apple trade. Over the next couple of days, nice maybe 1 or 2 day pullback here could be healthy, a healthy buying opportunity. But right now, into resistance, I'd probably be very hands off if I'm looking at that. Another standout today is Visa. You can see the daily of Visa breaking out above prior highs, or at least making the attempt to break out here. So keep an eye for a long trade in Visa over the next couple of sessions to see if you can get some continuation here. Again, not many people have made a lot of money chasing and buying highs, but something worth noting is the stock has been very resilient throughout this market, and now trying to break higher into uncharted territory. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And lastly, some of the agricultural symbols we traded last week and that I talked about last week. CF, big breakout over the last 10 sessions or so. Trying to pull back today. Looks like we're going to maybe take out Friday's low, and you could see another trade lower. Here's a smaller look at this. Again, this was a trade on the VTF today, a little 13-minute sell setup. Stops will be against 94.10 for a trade, and I suspect you could see a trade into Thursday or Friday's gap, that right around that 189 to 190 area as a potential profit for a trade. Again, just a quick day trade there that I'm eyeing up, and then potentially even lower into the 186 area. Over maybe the next day and a half. So a couple of trade ideas. Again, very slow, tepid market. Not much to really sink your teeth into for the longs. I guess you don't want to be buying at these levels unless we get a nice consolidation, as we've had a really large move in a very short amount of time. And as you know from prior videos, you don't want to chase this kind of market. This is not a chasing market. This is a market where you want to be quantitative in terms of the way you think. You want to look to buy pullbacks with good structure. You want to look to short bounces with good structure. There is still opportunity on both sides of the tape, depending on what type of trader you are and what you're looking for. So opportunity is abundant. It's just smaller in terms of the time frames. Again, day trades, really the path of least resistance. Have a great day. I'll talk to you on the VTF shortly. Take care.